what's going on, you guys? There we go. There we go. There we go. What's going on, you guys? What is going on, you guys? What is going on? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. And we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And I definitely intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on, you guys? This is my last day of my weekend, honey. Okay. And I have been off all weekend and I have definitely enjoyed myself. I've gotten a lot of sleep. I had a whole lot of fun. Okay. Yesterday, me, Jamar, and Tremel and JMO, we had like a friend date yesterday. It was amazing, honey. And I really enjoyed myself. We went to one of our favorite places in Midtown, but we had a great time. Sometimes when you be off of work for a weekend and you barely, like, this is a weekend where I'm not traveling. I'm just at home. So it's like I had a great time, like going out with my friends, you know what I'm saying? Not only was I going out with my friends, but just laying in this bed, honey, laying in this bed. And just getting all the rest I need to get. Because y'all know I do a whole lot. I work a little bit too much from doing this and going to work every damn day. I be wearing myself thin. But baby, I got all the rest that I feel like I need to get, y'all. I slept all day yesterday. I slept all day Friday. I went to bed early yesterday. I slept most of the day today, and I'm just in this thing. So, so if I look refreshed, that means I'm well rested, honey. All right. But anyway, before we get into anything, let me let you guys know. Not I'm dressed like a college freshman. Oh my God. But before we get into anything today, y'all do know that tonight is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We do that tonight right after the show. And then y'all know that right after I go live, T goes live right after me at 10:15. So make sure you guys tune into the both of us. And then tomorrow's the Whether You Like It or Not panel is going to be over there on Really BTV's platform. And then, of course, I go live for Married to Medicine tomorrow around like 3 o'clock, 3:30, somewhere in there. So be on the lookout for that as well. So that's pretty much all that we got for tonight and tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and get into today's mess, y'all. I really appreciate everybody tuning in right about now. Okay. From what I see my don't y'all, I hate it. It really makes me mad. I hate it when my wife be showing and make it look like I got on a bra or something. I don't like that, child. I don't. That's why you see me fixing myself, because I don't like that. I don't know why it makes me mad when it happens. But yeah, so I'm appreciative of you guys tuning in. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 topics, with the Oliver and Funky Dineva one being the longest one. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to get through these as fast as possible. I'm gonna try to make this live be an maybe I want to end this by 8 o'clock, because I do need to be off of here by not loving hip hop, by Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we're on a time crunch, so we're gonna do our best to stay in the time bracket, which means an hour and 30 minutes. That is how long we're supposed to be up here, y'all. All right. Don't forget the Rise and Fall of Keisha Cole video that's still coming. It was supposed to come this weekend, but baby, I was out and about and getting my rest. So that's why y'all ain't got it yet. But y'all will be getting it. I'm gonna be working on it all week. Okay. So we're about to go into the 5-minute mark. I'm gonna start this at the 5-minute mark. Let me see what moderators are in here. I see Sharice, I see Too Feisty. So those are the only 2 moderators that I see up in here right about now. Okay, and I appreciate it. There's already 200 of y'all up in here. So if you haven't subscribed and you're new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe right now, y'all. All right, so we're about to get into the 5-minute mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. So the first topic of the night we got right here is Monique and Tamika Perry. All right. So y'all know that Angie Stone just passed away, and Tamika Perry got up there and did a little speech about her and said how he felt about how the industry was taking all her money and didn't give her just due while she was on this planet, honey. That's exactly what Tamika Perry was letting the people know down there, y'all. And Monique got wind of it and she went off on him. Now, y'all know we already talked about that already. We kind of already discussed this sometime this week already. But apparently she did an interview with some people, and she basically said that Madea is a far better person than Tamika Perry, after being called difficult to work with. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this, y'all. And then after we get into it, y'all know I got to give y'all my opinion. So let's go ahead. Oop, the wrong background, honey. I don't know why Beyond the Gates is still back there. Wrong background, honey. All right, but anyway, with that being said, we're about to go ahead and get into it, y'all. And then, I'll be back with my opinion. So let's get into it.
Not difficult to work with. I'm just not gonna put up with no foolishness.
Right.
And it's not that I'm not gonna let you treat anybody else bad that we're playing with. So I think that the misconception came from Tyler Perry. I'm not trying to dress it up. I'm too damn grown to be scared to say it out loud. But when that brother says, oh, she's difficult to work with, well, people ran with that. And it affected my career for 12 years on, oh, she's difficult. But what I will say, people that have worked with me, nobody has ever said, oh my gosh, she's difficult to work with. And Tyler Perry ass ain't never worked with me. So go figure that out. Okay then, Red Grant.
Well, we're here now. Forget it. We're here now because he said something recently and you addressed the situation. And I felt you. You know what I mean? Because I just don't like, I don't want to call what I don't want to get a part of, but don't be hypocritical in situations, right? And you talked about that. What made you react like that?
Angie Stone was a warrior. Angie Stone was a fighter, baby. And to watch that man up there be hypocritical over top of my sister, no, sir. You cannot do that, because if it was the other way around, I know my sister would have done the same damn thing. It's like, what you will not do is be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I won't allow that, Tyler Perry. So, and when people say he does such nice things for people, he does. But he gonna make sure you damn sure know about it. He gonna make sure you knew. Okay, then, Red Grant, we knew he had Whitney Houston on the plane. We knew he paid for the girl's house when it burned down. We knew he left a $3,000 tip. It's like, listen, when you do things from here, that's between you and the universe. So, and let me be clear.
Yeah, and it talks about that in the Bible too. It talks about don't do for people and then brag on it. Like that's supposed to be something that you do, and God, that's you and God.
And so, let me be clear. As I've always said, me and my husband love Tyler Perry as we love Oprah Winfrey. They're our brother and sister, or they may be our sisters, however you see it. Okay. However you see it, because if he has on the dress, he's my sister. When he puts on the damn pants, he's my brother. But however, Madea is a far better human being than Tyler Perry. Madea is a far better human being because the principles and the values that she stands on, once he goes back to Tyler Perry, he drops it off. He drops it off. And people oftentimes in our community, we act with our emotions. Not logic, not fact. We just deal with our emotions. And I'm like, y'all, as long as we deal in our emotions, we will always be placed at the bottom because we're not dealing with it logically or factually.
Right.
I'm not difficult to work with.
Here's the thing, you guys. And I really want everybody to listen to me clearly. I'm not in any shape or form thinking that Monique is lying, because I've always thought that she was telling the truth. I promise you, I've always thought that she was telling the truth with everything that she was saying about Tyler Perry. No matter how we feel about Tamika Perry, or no matter how we feel about, what type of movies he does, or how we feel about Monique or whatever, I never felt as though Monique was lying on Tamika Perry, because everybody is a villain somebody is a villain in somebody's story, and that's literally like the truth here. Like, that doesn't mean you're a bad person, but you can be a villain in somebody's story. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. But yes, I think that she's absolutely correct in what she's saying. I feel like if Tyler Perry, you can't get up there and speak on Angie's behalf about what she went through, which everything that you kind of said in regards to Angie Stone and what she went through with the industry was absolutely correct. And you had every right to feel any kind of way about whatever. But it is kind of hypocritical for you to get on your soapbox and your white horse and get up there and say how wrong it was for the industry to treat Angie Stone the way that they treated her, when you just sat here and did somebody else the same damn way. And that same person that you treated like that, they after your ass like a dog with a goddamn bone at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what they doing. They own your ass like white on rice right now. That's what they doing. So at the end of the day, I feel like this. She's right. You know, she got a point. But at this point, when does it end? Like how many times are we going to sit here and listen to this? I feel like Monique has to take into account that there are some apologies that you would never fucking receive. And this is an apology that she would never fucking receive from Tyler Perry. She ain't gonna never get that apology. She ain't never gonna get that apology from him. And I just feel like this is just one of those situations where she just gotta learn to just let God deal with it. Because she's a firm believer in God. She's a firm believer in the higher power, and we all know that. Because she let it be known every single time that she's all about the Lord and all this other stuff. And my sweet, beautiful black sisters and all that other shit that she do. We get that part. But at the end of the day, I think that she just needs to let it go right now. I'm not saying forget what they did to you, forget that they treated you like shit, forget whatever. I get that. I'm never one to tell somebody to forget what somebody has done to them. I would never do that, because at the end of the day, these people did that shit to you and they must pay for it. But it's like you're begging for the damn apology at this point. It's not like you're receiving it. You're begging for it. So for me, it's like, if he give you the apology now, it's going to be like, here, bitch, here the apology. Here you go. Here, bitch, I'm sorry. Here. Now you can shut the fuck up. Here, bitch. Like, that's what that apology is going to give. That's what it's going to give. And it's not going to be genuine at all if he give it to you now, in my opinion. It's not going to be genuine at all. They don't want nothing to do with you, Monique. And they're keeping quiet about it. They're not acknowledging you. They're paying you dust. And it's only making you look crazy right now. And it's like you're holding resentment. I feel like when you realize that people that have hurt you and that have done you wrong ain't never going to apologize to you. They're never going to give you that energy that they feel bad for what they've done to you. When you realize that they're never going to get it to you, you're going to feel better by letting go of that resentment. Because there's a lot of people, family members and all, that have done some heinous ass shit to me. They have done shit to me that is very unfucking speakable. And they would never apologize for it. They would never make peace with me. They would never tell me that they were wrong. They would always feel like what they did was correct. They would never feel like they were wrong for anything that they did. So for me, I have had to accept so many apologies that I never received, because I knew that if I continued to hold resentment against these same motherfuckers, I'm never going to prosper in life if I keep on holding on to their resentment that I got towards these people. There's a lot of apologies that I deserve to have from people that have done me wrong. And I haven't received those apologies, and I probably never will. And I will be fucking okay with never receiving them motherfucking apologies. Because at the end of the day, I let go of their resentment. I can walk around with my head up high with no worries. I no longer give a fuck. They don't know. They don't have no more power over me. No power. I already see what it is, and they're never going to apologize to me. And I got to be okay with that. Just like she got to be okay with what is going on with Tamika Perry and Oprah. They're never going to apologize to you. You go out here and you say this shit publicly, and everybody feels it. Everybody understands it. Everybody believes every single word that you say. And I'm telling you, I believe every single word that you say, Monique. But it make you look very resentful because you won't let it go. And I can tell that this shit eats you up. That is the thing. I can tell that their shit eats you the fuck up, that they won't apologize to you. And I understand how you feel, because it would eat me up knowing that my grandmother wasn't there for me when I was growing up. Both of them, knowing that they wasn't there for me growing up, and they never apologized and said, hey, grandson, I'm sorry for the way I made you feel. I'm sorry for icing you out. I'm sorry for making you feel like I did not love you. I'm sorry for that. Neither one of them bitches is going to apologize to me. So I already know they're not, and I'm good with that. I'm sorry for using that word, but I'm good with that. They're never going to apologize. They're never going to see the error of their ways because they're so focused on making themselves look good. Oprah and Tyler are never going to apologize for anything that they've done to you. Nothing. And that is okay. Because some people, when they apologize, that means they got to admit that they've done something wrong. People don't want to be wrong. If I have to give apologies to people that I've probably hurt, other people need to. But at the end of the day, Monique, you made your point. You got the people by your side. But at the end of the day, you're never going to thrive and you're never going to prosper if you continuously hold on to resentment and bitterness. I'm speaking from a motherfucker that knows. And that's it. I feel like I done preached enough to y'all right about now. That's what I think. I feel like I preached enough to y'all. And I just had to get that word up off of me because I had a conversation like this with my mama already. Like me and her had a conversation. My mama went to our aunt's funeral yesterday. And all her first cousins that attended that funeral, except one person, was not talking to my mom. And every single first cousin that got an attitude with my mama, they did her wrong. They don't want to apologize. They can't look her in her face. They can't say hello to my mom because they treated her bad. They iced her out. They talked about her like a dog. They iced her and her kids out. She attends a funeral and only one first cousin acknowledged my mom. The rest of them did not. Not even her own stank ass mama didn't acknowledge her. And I told my mama she wasn't even going to the funeral. I know this ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about, but it kind of does. I use this as an example. I told my mama, stop allowing people to control you. You don't even want to go pay respects to your aunt because of what these bitches did to you. Fuck them. They're not going to acknowledge you because they know what they did was wrong. The same way Oprah and Tyler will not acknowledge Monique because they know what they did was wrong. You have to be okay with never receiving apologies that is due to you. And that's what I'm saying. So that's it. That's all with that. Let me move on to the next one. So the next story that we got up here, y'all, is Dennis Mckinley. He has set the record straight about whether or not he is sleeping with Drew. Okay, whether he's fucking Drew or not. Okay, he did an interview with L'Oreal and them, and this is what he had to say. I'm gonna turn my mic off, and then I'll be back when it's time for me to come right back. Let's get into it, y'all.
They're tying you directly to Dennis.
And now it's always with Ty. Now, I've been very busy.
Which one is it?
In between this heartbreak, like
you and Dennis, nothing. Because sometimes when you're working with it, don't back there, that Dennis, we can't hear you on the mic, Dennis.
Shout out to Dennis, my EP right here.
Right.
What you got to say, bro?
Did you want to speak on that, bro?
We would love to have you a part of the conversation.
Step to the mic and speak on that.
Because people are saying that the two of you guys are dealing with each other sexually.
Oh my God.
Get a little closer.
No, listen, I will tell you this for real. This is real talk. You know, people see things on TV and, you know, they got to sell a show, right? So it's all good. But I'm telling you, Drew is super, super talented. It's not a lot of folks out here that can act and actually sing for real. Drew can sing for real.
Yeah.
The mic hot too, Drew, so you might have to tell him.
You gotta say something.
But listen, though, you know, Portia got her own relationship. She's going through a divorce. That's really why this bond connected, because we were really going through the same thing at the same time. So the rumors are false, but I tell you, what was born during that time was an amazing album. And every song that you hear on there is factual, is true, is from the heart. And like Drew is really in the studio, like pouring her life out. So y'all make sure y'all listen to this album. It is the best R&B album of 2025. I guarantee you that.
I love that.
We haven't even said the title yet. The title of the album is "I Did It to Me."
Wait. Dennis, get back up. You haven't been buying any watches lately, have you? I know you give out
my
watches.
jeweler is on deck. You know what I mean? and when Drew go platinum, I'm getting her one. For real.
Right.
Go stream I Did It to Me.
Yeah.
Okay, so all your family and your friends.
I love that. So, but are you dating anyone, Dennis, right now?
No, I'm single right now. What's up? Hop in my DM. What's good?
Straight to it, right, bro?
But for real though, I still love Portia to death, and it's crazy to see them on TV having their stuff because that's my family.
Right.
That's we got our only child together, so that's always gonna be first priority in my life. But I'm single, so I'm outside tonight.
So do you think we can mend the friendship between Portia and Drew?
Most definitely, and Portia loves the album too.
That's good stuff.
She hasn't had the opportunity to say that, but we had a conversation last week. I mean, she really loves the album. Portia can sing herself. Not many people know that, but she's an artist herself.
Well, we know that she didn't produce our album, Dennis.
Portia.
Yes.
Maybe coming soon. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But you know what?
Do what? Let's go on tour.
A lot of people are tying you direct.
Okay, y'all. So that was Drew and Dennis. They was doing an interview with L'Oreal and them talking about this album. And and Dennis pretty much told the people, listen, I ain't fucking Drew. We made a good album, which it is good now. Better on My Own is a song that I've been playing all since the album came out. And it's already number 17 on my top 100 on my 25 replay for Apple. It's already number 17. I've been playing the hell out of that song, y'all. But anyway, it's a great album. Now, I don't know why Dennis set up here and told the people that Portia can sing, because Portia cannot sing. I took a shot to my chest. I just felt like Portia flatlined when she put out that damn song. We know she can't sing that. Now, Dennis, I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to big your baby mama up and all that other stuff, but she can't do nothing but sell hair and body. That's all she can do. She cannot sing. It ain't no wrong with not knowing how to sing, because, baby, I can't sing either. I can write a song now, but I can't sing that. I can't sing. I got to be honest with you now. I can't sing worth a damn, but I can write you a good. I can write you a good bop, especially a bop about hating your man and stuff. I can write you a good song now. I can tell you that. But other than that, no. Portia cannot sing, and if she knew how to sing, then you would have been able to make her a damn album. I mean, I'm just saying, why you ain't never did that? But we already knew that you wasn't fucking Drew. We already knew you weren't fucking Drew at all. We already knew that. It's just that Portia is out here trying to create a storyline, baby. That's all she doing. And she know that she need one because she cannot talk about Simon no more. She can't talk about Simon. Simon put a stop to that. So she can't talk about Simon. So now she got to go after Drew. And now she got to throw Shamia under the bus so she can have a goddamn storyline. We already knew that. But y'all, I'm just telling y'all, if y'all ain't heard Drew's album, y'all really need to go and listen to Drew's album. I see a lot of people out there love that damn Delulu song. I cannot stand that damn song. And I know a lot of people love that damn song, but I don't like that fucking song. But Better on My Own is my song. That's the song that I like. So shout out to Dennis for clearing the air, although we really didn't need for him to clear the air on anything, to be quite honest. But because we already knew that what it was given. We knew you weren't fucking Drew. We already knew that. So moving on to the next topic of the night, we get into Marsau Scott. Damn, we got 520 people up in here. Shout out to the people that's tuned in, honey. Okay. Now, let's get into Marsau Scott. Now, these motherfuckers in Huntsville stay going to jail for some. Okay. Now let's be clear. Now, Love and Marriage Huntsville star Marsau Scott is arrested for alleged speeding and had a failure to appear warrant. Okay. According to TMZ, Love and Marriage Huntsville star was arrested Friday night for allegedly speeding and had failure to appear a warrant in the system. Marsau paid the $300 bond after being arrested, and he's already out of jail. Now, here's the thing. What's going on with these damn Scott men always going to jail? What's going on with y'all? It seems like y'all love jail. Do y'all got somebody? Because like, let me tell y'all, the way that these men in Huntsville stay going to jail, I feel like they really love to be in jail. I'm just trying to understand, what is the thing that's keeping you motherfuckers in jail all the time? Because y'all love to go now. I ain't never seen a pack of men that love to go to jail so damn much. I have never in my life seen it. I've never seen a pack of men that love to go to jail. It need to be love and lock up Huntsville is what it need to be. Look, somebody just said in the comments, it need to be love and behind bars Huntsville. Like, instead of that theme song, they need to have Monica, You Shoulda Known Better as a theme song. Speaking of going to jail, don't y'all know I was on Facebook dating y'all? And speaking of jail, clearly this dude on Facebook dating that was trying to holler at me. He was clearly in the pen. This man gonna write me on Facebook dating and say, "Is you single, love?" And I looked at that damn thing. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not finna write you no letters, and I'm not finna be on their receiver every Saturday and Monday. You got me fucked up, and I ain't putting no money on your green dot card. You got me fucked up. What the hell make you think I want to talk to your ass? No. I didn't ask to go to Mexico, and I didn't need to shopping spree in LA or Melrose either. So I don't know what make you think I want to talk to you, but whatever. But anyway, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm just trying to understand why these folks in Huntsville love to go to jail. I'm just trying to understand. Here's the thing. I wonder if they're going to talk about this shit on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I really wonder if they're going to talk about this, because you know they don't like to talk about no arrest and shit. Now, they can talk about every damn thing else, but they can't talk about no arrest. But I just want to know what the hell they got going on with it. Because, Marsau, why the hell you... Why y'all always in jail? First, Maurice with the jail, now you going to jail. Now, I would hope that your ass didn't go out here and get pulled over for a storyline. I will hope you didn't, because that don't make no sense, child. Jesus. But at least you out of jail, so, I mean, it ain't nothing. You paid the money, you out of jail, so whatever. But I'm pretty sure somebody gonna bring it up in jail. But with the way Marsau is made, you know that might be Big Pinky up in the pen that's gonna like it. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the next story, because the Oliver and Funky Dineva story is the one that I know a lot of y'all are in here for, and we're gonna spend the rest of the video talking about him and Funky. But we're gonna get into these two right here first before we get into Funky and Oliver Twix, and that's Jessie Woo and Miss Muppet, okay, Miss Piggy. We're gonna get into them, okay. Now, y'all know that Tamar and Kandi, they've been having this little beef since 2023. They've been going back and forth for the longest time, and Kandi recently called this lady a clown already instead of a Muppet, which I felt like she should have called her ass a Muppet, and maybe she'll shut the hell up. But she called her a clown, and Tamar made some responses back. Now Jessie Woo decided that she wanted to come in and address her experience with working with Tamar and Kandi and what's the difference between them. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that right now. And then we're gonna take a listen to that first, and then of course Tamar responded to Jessie Woo and what she said. So we're approaching 600 people. So if you're brand new to the platform, go on and click that subscribe button, y'all. But anyway, let's get into it.
You from working with her at Dish Nation immediately, whenever Kandi would be a talk, whenever Kandi was like in part of pop news. She would always say stuff like, she's not a good person. I know that's your girl. I know that's your girl. Like, it was to the point, even like hair and makeup, when she would bring up Kandi, hair and makeup would be like, yeah, okay, yeah, we know she ain't a good person. We know. Like, it's like, we know. But she could never give us why Kandi was not a good person. It gives Amanda Seales and Issa Rae. The way that super chat just clocked it gives Amanda Seales and Issa Rae. When you just don't like somebody, you've had awkward interactions with somebody, but it's just not enough for you to just say, you know what? I don't like that person. But you have to go on a media blitz to get everybody not to like that person. Tamar is to Kandi what Amanda Seales is to Issa Rae. I can tell you from working with her at Dish Nation immediately, whenever Kandi would be a talk, whenever Kandi was like in part of pop news, she would always say stuff like, she's not a good person. I know that's your girl. I know that's your girl. Like, it was to the point, even like hair and makeup. I said about Issa Rae and Amanda Seales, I've worked with both these people. One was insufferable, the other was not. Kandi, when she comes to work, let me tell you something. When I did a la carte with Kandi would show up to the makeup chair with her base makeup already, like base because she didn't want to give the makeup team too much work to do. This is Kandi Burruss. I'm sorry. I will always windmill for Kandi Burruss. When I saw her do that, I was like, oh, the humility. She's always been humble. But the humility. She comes in early. She don't got a big entourage. You don't got to babysit her, which I've seen with the other, with Tamar. You don't have to. I'm going to tell you the same thing I said about Issa Rae and Amanda Seales. I've worked with both these people.
Now, shout out to the 600 folks that's up in here. Shout out to y'all. Now, I'm going to tell y'all like this. I've also worked with Kandi. I'm going to give y'all my experience with Kandi. I've also worked with Kandi. Y'all know that I interviewed Kandi. Let me tell y'all something. Everything that Jessie Wu has stated about Kandi, I promise you, I'm not dick riding Kandi. I ain't saying like nothing like, you know, I ain't dick riding Kandi or nothing like that. I promise you I'm not. But I'm telling you my own experience with her. I had several experiences with Kandi, right? So for me, when I worked with Kandi, she was very professional. She was very prompt. If she was late, she let us know. When me and Jamar interviewed Kandi that very first time, she gave us a time that she was gonna be there and all that. I think our interview was at 5:15. She had a whole media tour, a YouTube tour that she was doing. She was still doing an interview with Miss Misha. Her team let us know that she was gonna be late. You feel what I'm saying? So she came in, she did her job. She talked to us before that. She talked to us after the interview was done, and we had a good time, and that was it. Like Kandi did what she was supposed to do. When you got people from Bell Collective that are unprofessional, they don't show up, they don't tell you that they're going to be late, and then when they show up to your interview, they're not humble. They think that they're doing you a favor by giving you the motherfucking interview as if anybody else is interviewing their asses. But Kandi never gave that. When I worked with Kandi at the Kandi Cares event, her Thanksgiving drive, she was very nice, very humble, very easy to talk to. She even was like asking me how my time was in Atlanta and all this other stuff, and saying that if I need her help with anything, let her know. Like all those good things. Like she is a great person. Even the people around her are just as good people. Like I know that we say a lot of shit about, you know, Mama Joyce and stuff like that, but Mama Joyce was extra nice to me when I met her. Like she was nice as fuck when I met her. So for me, it's like anything that hold on, y'all. Somebody was trying to call me. But yeah, anything, even the people around her are good people. Like they're all good people. I met Carmen before. She was really nice. I met Don Juan at the Escape concert. He was really nice. Like these are really, truly humble people. So whatever Jessie Wu is saying about Kandi, it's all facts. It's all facts. Nothing that she said is a motherfucking lie. That lady is really, 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 really nice. And she really works well with people. Just like I said, Kandi was the biggest reality star that I ever interviewed. But then you got motherfuckers on Bell Collective that act like they're bigger than me, and then like I don't deserve no respect. Kandi gave me and Jamal all the respect that we deserve. You feel what I'm saying? So I agree. And working with her in person, it was great. Very good. Now, we're about to head on over here to what Tamar had to say. Now, Tamar made a post and she stated, the people want attention. Notice whenever I release something, here they come, both of them. And I'm just like, what do you mean? Nobody even knew that you even had a album coming out, because I didn't fucking know, and I don't think anybody else knew, and I don't really think anybody else gives a fuck about what album you're putting out. The only time I want to hear anything from you is if you're singing a Muppet Babies theme song. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about your album. And the thing is, we don't care about you or your music, and that is the fucking problem. The only time we give a fuck about you is when you're in the damn media for some stupid shit like this. We ain't cared about your music since you came out with the Love and War album. Because anything after that was a fucking flop. Calling All Lovers was a damn flop. No one cared. The Bluebird shit was a flop. Nobody gives a fuck about your music. The last time we gave any fucks about your music was Let Me Know. You are never in the news for your music. Even K. Michelle has gotten out of the habit of being in the news for just being about drama. She's in the news for trying to be for doing her country music. You in the news for doing bullshit. While you sitting up here constantly coming at Kandi, you need to focus on why you was hiding up in that dressing room from Monica when she was walking down the damn street. When she was walking down the damn hallway during the damn Great Escape tour. From what I heard, you were hiding from Monica. And I'm going to keep on saying it. It's alleged, but from what I heard in the streets, you was hiding from Monica. So you do know that you don't need to be trying to talk about, you talk shit to Kandi because you know she not really finna be giving you all that, but you know not to try that shit with Monica. That's what I do know. Now, somebody did tell me that your ass was hiding from Monica in that damn dressing room. Now, that's what I was told. So, well, Feisty, you can own her music all you want to. I ain't saying that. I'm saying the general public don't give a fuck about Tamar's music. We don't care. So that's fine. You can own her album, be a fan of her music, do whatever you feel. I don't care. Do that. I ain't say she can't sing. I ain't say she don't make no good music. But let's be real. No one cares about her music at this point. It don't sell. Ain't nobody sitting up here saying, let's turn on that Tamar. I don't hear nobody saying it. So, you know, I like Love and War. I like the one here. Her favorite song for me was really her first song, If You Don't Want to Love Me. I like some of her music, but let's be clear. We ain't checking for her music. We checking on who the fuck she beefing with right now. And that's just the truth. But she know who to try with. Then she says, I keep getting jobs because I'm so hard to work with and I work on Sundays. They are so mad. Hashtag how the she keep winning. Hashtag King's Kid. Hashtag he don't like when you play with me either. Girl, then she says, did the other one let you open for them on their very sold out shows? No, they didn't. Don't nobody want to see Jessie Wu sing. I know I don't. So Tamar can go to hell. Like, I'm sick of Tamar and her bullshit. That's just the facts of the matter. So Tamar can sit up here and act like, oh, they so bothered by me. Oh, all they do is hate. But that's all Tamar do is fucking hate. Like, that's all the fuck she do. Yeah, you let Jessie Wu sing. That's great. I don't want to hear shit from Jessie. The only time I want to hear anything from Jessie Wu is when she talking about celebrity news. I don't give a fuck about her singing. And I'm sorry, but Tamar can y'all, and then another thing too, people love to try to say, oh, Kandi can't sing, Kandi can't sing, Kandi can't do that, Kandi can't sing. It don't matter, she can't sing. She still got more going on than you do. She's still winning way more than you do. Kandi's on Broadway producing plays that's actually being talked about. She got more going on for herself than you ever do, Tamar. All we know for you to do is argue with your sisters all day. So I don't care what nobody say. It's always going to be F Tamar over here for me. Fuck her. And I don't give a damn. Like, at the end of the day, when it comes down to Kandi and Tamar, I'm going to always be on Team Kandi. I don't know how Tamar is as a person. I don't know if she's difficult to work with or not, but I know from my experience with Kandi, she's always been a good person to work with. She's always been humble and every damn thing else. Always, always, always. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I'm going to always scream from the top of the roof that Kandi is a great person because she's always been good to me, period. That's just that. Same thing with K. Michelle. Always been good. Because like I said, I interviewed Kandi before and she was very professional. These other motherfuckers that I've interviewed, even Miss Wanda was professional. Let's be clear. And everybody can say whatever they want to about Miss Wanda and her baked potatoes and shit. But her ass was professional. She showed up on time and all that good stuff. She didn't give me no issues. Kiki did not give me no issues. But these other, so Gucci did not give me no issues. But these other motherfuckers, but I'm gonna leave it right there. Anyway, so We gonna move on to the last story of the night because it's the longest, because Oliver had a whole lot of shit to say. So we gonna go ahead and get into this right now. This gonna last us to the end of the live right here. So this is Funky Dineva and Oliver Twixt, y'all. And as you know, Funky Dineva was going in on Michelle A.T. Alien, as well as Michelle A.T. Alien and what's that child's name? Tasha K. So he was going in on them, and in the midst of him going in on Michelle Brown, that's when he brought up Oliver, and he said that Oliver had came back and told him that Michelle was stanky. And it just completely threw Oliver under the bus. And even I said when I was doing my review on everything, I was kind of like, wait a minute. So he really gonna throw Oliver under the bus like that? Like, even if Oliver did tell him that, which was kind of fucked up that he even said that about that lady, but he was sitting up there talking to a person that he thought was his friend. He was sitting up here talking to a person that he thought was talking about something else. He thought that was a friend. And he threw him under the bus. Well, Oliver has some things to say, y'all. And we are gonna get into it. Y'all know how I am. We're gonna do a listen along because Oliver had a whole lot to say. And y'all do know that Oliver, if you ever watch Oliver on Chasing Atlanta, y'all do know that Oliver is very long-winded. So he got a whole lot to say. So that's why I chose to leave this to the end of the live so we can get some things together. Because y'all know we're going to listen I'm going to get my commentary as we listen, because this is going to be my first time hearing anything that he got to say. Shout out to the 812 folks that's up in here, y'all. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. And let's listen in on what Oliver had to say, y'all.
At this point, Angela is just like, well, fuck it. If everybody else say fuck it, why should I still care? You know what I mean? Fuck it. So, girl, I wake up. What's this? When all this, whatever the next morning was after this, I wake up. Now, to know me is to know I wake up at 3:30, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4:30, fully awake, starting the day, getting up, doing shit. And so I did something that I typically do not do, which is watch Funky's lives, because I don't watch him no more, only because, bitch, I can talk to him. I talk to him, I see him. Typically, anybody I've worked with, if I work with you or I know you in real life, I typically stop watching whatever it is that may have introduced me to you, which is a huge reason why I don't watch Married to Medicine. Because it's like, I already know what the fuck is going on and y'all hoes up the line anyways, Like when Quad, we won't be messing. I'm going to say, like when Quad said she ain't never heard about Dr. G having another baby, I said, oh girl, turn this off. I can't watch this shit. Oh no, turn this off. I can't even sit there and enjoy it as a person. Anyways, baby, I'm watching the video, and he get on talking about Tasha K. So I'm thinking, I said, oh Lord, he said he gonna slap the shit out of Tasha K. I don't even know what happened with Tasha K. I still ain't even dig into it. So I'm like, oh Lord, he finna be everywhere. This finna be everywhere when we wake up in the morning.
He put on his Instagram, not to interrupt you, but just to give you context. He put on his Instagram, his stomach was fucked up because he went out to eat or something. So the second slide was like his
was it that fucking underwear?
His underwear, yeah. So Tasha K had put it on her Instagram. It was like Funky Dineva said his stomach messed up, and then Funky had went under the comments and was like, "This is what you choose to put." Like, girl, bye, or you being a mess or whatever. So that's what. Just to
is
get context.
That truly what started all of this?
I mean, I would hope not, because when he put, because I follow Funky, and I follow Tasha too, but when he put that on there, I thought he was being funny. So like, cause I done had the bubble gut, so I know how that is. You get to sweating, you're hot, you just want to go home. Cause he was talking about how he was hot, he was sweating and shit, and I was like, oh my God, I know what he's talking about. I be having the moments too. So I'm like, damn, like he got the bubble guts, he about shit. So I had like laughed at it, but then when I saw that Tasha K picked it up, and then he had left that comment, I was like, oh, he mad. But maybe he mad about something else.
Yes, because him and Tasha K have had a back and forth where it seems like, and I heard him, it seems like she wants to be his friend in real life, but then on the internet, it seems like she's antagonizing him and whatnot, which I don't got no dog in the fight. I could care less, honestly, because it ain't my fight. That's between them. I don't give a fuck. I'm not really invested into all that. But if him posting that is what started all of this,
because he was taking a shit. Okay, continue your story, Oliver. Come on, because we hold these people. What the Brooklyn MUA said, we hold y'all hostage like Marvin Sapp child.
These hoes gonna sit here. These hoes eating this shit up. In them, they eating this shit up. They like this kind of shit. And so this is why I got my ass off of YouTube and I'm over there with the white people with the Facebook and the Meta. I swear to God. I don't understand how the YouTubers in the black sector live and thrive. This shit would get on my fucking nerves. When I tell you, I thank God so much, he has blessed me with a way to make the same amount of money. Well, actually more money, way more money than I was making on YouTube over there on Facebook, just by posting clips of me in my crazy life and doing sounds and being contracted as a creative consultant with Meta.
Oliver,
I'm so happy.
Oliver, come on, Oliver.
Way better. Let me tell you something about my life right now, Angela. I make way more money doing a whole lot less with a whole lot of less stress, way less stress. Since I've departed from so many entities, especially rooted in the Black YouTube sector. Life is fucking amazing.
Y'all content creators that's watching, take notes, because Oliver is dropping jewels and dropping gems and dropping free fucking game. Come on now.
I hate to say it, but
I'm finna fast forward through this shit because Oliver finna get on my goddamn nerves. He talking too much about nothing. Okay.
He called Atasha K straight. That's what it seemed like. I could be wrong. Fuck all that, honestly. So I'm sitting here. I'm gonna walk you through all of my emotions. Now, okay, let me start off by saying this before I even begin. I have to first of all repent before the people to God, because if I was never gossiping, if I was never running my mouth, none of this would have happened. So if I would have never opened my mouth about anything, none of this would have happened. And I take that very serious, actually. And I think this is God's way of telling me something. I know it is God's way of telling me something. Me and him already had a discussion that morning, and I said, God, I hear you, I feel you, because he does things strategically to get your attention. And what this is attached to, what I will talk about as we keep going, it got my attention, and it made me say, Eddie, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. He didn't say goddamn mouth. I said goddamn, but shut your mouth, because I'm about to put you in places with people and things that you don't need to be. Shut it up all the way from top to bottom. Shut your mouth, because running your mouth innocently, as I thought,
oh my God,
can land you in. And that's probably why the Black YouTube sector all fucked up, because we all over here gossiping and talking about people.
It ain't nothing.
That don't make it right.
White. Everybody gossip. We all.
Oliver, let me just stop you right here. Because don't sit up here and try to act like you're above gossiping, because you gossip too. This is the reason why you in the bullshit that you in right now, because you was out here gossiping. Like, let's not act like we're above the shit. And gossip and the things that the content creators do, this has been going on long before there was a such thing as being a content creator. What about the Inquirer and all these other magazines that we used to read? They used to talk about the tea all the goddamn time. Let's not act like this is something that just started happening. Let's not do that, Oliver. Let's not. Come on now.
We all talk about the tea with who, what, where, when, why, how. Give me more. You know what the Bible said? The Bible said we shouldn't do a lot of things, but we do. So, I mean, shit.
I took that as a sign from the Most High to shut your ass up. I got you from over there, and I put you over here in a good spot to do what you need to do and move your career forward, which, praise the Lord, the career is moving forward. I thank the Lord. A lot of people don't get the chances and opportunities that I have had. And so with me being blessed with the chances and opportunities, I need to do my part on this side while he working for me on the other side, and shut the fuck up.
But are you gonna shut the fuck up, Oliver? That is the question. Are you gonna shut the fuck up though? Because let me tell y'all something. I have no issues with Oliver. I can't speak for some of my friends now, but I ain't got no issues with Oliver. I've been around Oliver many, many times. He's always been very, very nice to me, always giving me my kudos in public all the time, like period. So this ain't me, trying to shade him or trying to drag him or anything like that. But I gotta keep it 100, regardless of whether I know you or not, whether I find you to be cool or not. He put your name out there. This is something that everybody's talking about, so I gotta talk about this shit. At the end of the day, are you gonna shut up though? Because you have been called out for certain shit like this once before now. So you got to make up your mind on whether or not you're gonna keep running your damn mouth. Because in the seat that you are in, you can't be running your mouth all freely to people. You don't know who that shit gonna get back to. Like for real, that's just the truth of the matter. But let's continue. I might find myself fast forwarding through a lot of this. Love you, Oliver, but you too damn long-winded there.
Lesson learned. God, please forgive me. I also got to apologize to Michelle. I got to. Because whether y'all laughing, and Funky, that's still... Funky Q, to me, is the closest thing two people can get that's not blood related. You feel me? Out of all the people in my media career, people like Oliver, friends. Let me tell you something. I ain't never thought none of these hoes was my friends. I may have acted like they was my friend. I may have played along to get along, but I ain't never in one day thought that damn bitch was my friend.
And maybe this is why I'm not as far in this whole community, like doing a fake ass industry shit, like pretending like these people my friends when I know that they not. Because I can't go along and get along with nobody, but that's just me. I can't do that. Now, if I say I fuck with you and that we friends, then we friends. But I'm not finna pretend like we cool and just go along and get along just for an opportunity. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. That's fake ass shit to me. I'm sorry. Not trying to call him fake, but that's fake shit to me.
Especially when I with two eyes can see what they do to other people. You think I'm dumb enough not to think they're gonna do it to me? I'm sorry, y'all. Alex got my nose.
But my thing is this: if you are not that dumb enough to think that anybody's gonna do it to you, then you never would have opened up your mouth and said anything to Funky. I'm not saying that none of us have never ran to one of our friends and been like, "Hey, girl, you know that girl was stinky as a motherfucker." Like it ain't like we ain't never did that before. We all have. But you saying you're not dumb enough to think that they won't do you the same way they do other people. That's exactly what happened. You were dumb enough to think that he wasn't going to run his mouth and throw your ass under the bus in front of everybody. That's just the truth of the matter. But we got to continue on.
Don't do drugs.
It's the pollen.
Yeah, it's the pollen. I don't do drugs. I may eat an edible and suck a dick, but I ain't doing nothing else, baby. That's about it. Okay. I just got to get out this claiming because I don't get into none of that. You can rip my hair from my ass crack. Won't shit show up? Okay.
Look, I know you apologizing about or.
Wait, hold that thought. I got to apologize to Michelle. I'm sorry.
Funky wrong for that though. He wrong.
I'm sorry to Michelle because I don't like to feel like I'm bullying somebody, and I'm never gonna get into what Funky and her got going on. And me and her had a conversation, not this day, but on another day, which I thought I would never have to talk about this, but now we talking about it. We're gonna talk about it. His fights ain't my fights, because when I be out here windmilling and I be having my own shit going on, don't nobody show up for me. And not saying I require nobody to show up for me, because I don't. I would honestly, the only child in me, I would rather handle all my shit by myself, to be quite honest. I want to see what my capabilities and powers are. I never want to feel like I'm ganging up on somebody or I'm third wheeling or bandwagon or none of that. I really don't got no problem with Michelle. I really don't. I don't. I don't like what she do to Funky. I didn't like what she did to Madison. I don't like what she be doing to Claudia. I don't like what she do to Kandi. I don't like the tone of her content. It feels very mean-spirited, but at the end of the day, the bitch ain't never did. I mean, she has done some shit to me. She has. But ultimately, I don't care. That's her. I just turn my head and keep on going. But that don't mean I got to hate the bitch, or we got to have beef, or we got to have drama, we got to have problems. I don't want no problems with nobody.
Okay, so you said you don't like the stuff that she's done to Kandi. You don't like the stuff that she's done to Funky, Claudia, any of them. You said she's done things to you as well. So maybe you were gossiping about her ass because you don't fucking like her because of the simple fact that according to you, she's done shit to you. So yeah, that's why you were running your mouth and you decided to have a key on her time because you don't like her. And another thing about it, you brought the situation to her because, well, you brought the situation to Funky because you know that Funky don't fuck with her. That's why you brought it to her. Despite the fact that that's your friend or whatever and all that other good shit, you know, you brought it to him because you know, oh, that's my homegirl. You know, he don't fuck with Michelle. She's did some shit to me too. So I'm just gonna talk. I'm finna go over here and talk shit. Human nature. Everybody has done it before. But if you're gonna talk about it, you gotta be honest about it though. Like that's just what happened. Like you were talking shit and you just got caught up in the shit because he threw your ass under the bus. That's just the truth. So my thing is, don't apologize now, because at the end of the day, I feel like if you apologize, it's gonna make you look like you're not being real about your damn apology. It feels like you're only apologizing just due to the fact that you got caught up in the shit. That's the only reason why you apologizing. And I hate to make it sound like I'm dragging Oliver because I really like Oliver, especially as a person. I really do like him. I have no issues with Oliver. Like I said, he's always been very nice to me. I've always been cool with him. We always have a nice rapport. We ain't friends, but we always been cool. Always gave me my just due. But I just got to keep it 100. Don't apologize just because you got caught. Apologize because you mean it. Because my thing is this, if it never would have came out, would you have apologized? But I guess we got to keep going according to Feisty. But I know I'm going to be fast forwarding through a lot of this shit because it's already about to be 7:30 and I can't spend too much time on this. So let's go ahead.
And don't nobody really want no problems with me, to be very honest. You really don't. I don't even want to lock in on nobody like that. Because I don't even want the world to even see me on that type of time and energy and what it gives. I want y'all to see the gray streak, the glasses, and the laugh. That's all she give. I don't want y'all to see nothing else, okay? But I want to apologize to her. Because had I not brought up her name when I was talking to him about what happened that day, potentially none of this, well, it wouldn't have happened because he would not have had that Oliver said to use as a weapon against her. And I'm not in agreement with it. Yeah, read her down, but putting me in it as a bullet, no.
Yeah.
That really hurt my feelings. Because it felt like somebody that I thought cared about me. And not saying that he didn't. Not saying that he don't, because I strongly believe he do. Like, I don't think he did it knowing he was going to hurt my feelings or place me in a compromised position or nothing like that. I don't think he did. I think he was just getting at her. But we hear the damage is done. It really did hurt my feelings because, as I've told him before in the past, I don't really want to be up in you and Michelle's shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know, it's not my fight. That's between you and her. Yeah. And if this conversation that we had was in confidence, you know, as two friends on the phone, chopping it up, just talking between us two, I didn't think something that I said was going to be taken and used later on a public platform, or I wouldn't have been having that conversation or all the other conversations we've had if I would have thought that this would be public information, because I would never publicly come out and say what he said I said. I would never even do that to my worst enemy. To me, it's lame. Now, him and Michelle going back and forth, that's them. To me, it's lame. To me. And it feels like I'm being mean to come out and say somebody stank or this or this. That is so mean. You know what I'm saying? It's mean.
Not stink, but stank with the A.
You know what I'm saying? And then here's the part two. And I forgot to say this. Now, the reason why it took me so long to go live and talk about this, because I rehearsed this in so many ways. Every situation I lose. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get on here and talk and just say, at least I said what the fuck I wanted to say. Whoever mad, then fuck it. If my name was never brought up in this, I would be up here saying this bullshit I'm saying right now. Sorry, Michelle. Because I do feel bad. My bad. I'm so sorry. Angie, anything you want to say before I go into? I'll take us back to what.
Come on now.
I have talked to him. Now the bitch hasn't said nothing to me about it.
He ain't said, because he knew he was wrong. You know he's wrong.
We talking about everything else. We talk about business, and I'm doing a shoot for him on Sunday and everything else. But I've been knowing Funky since 2015. 10 years we've been in each other's company. He wasn't gonna come tell me this. I would have been so shocked after learning about what happened. He would have picked up the phone and called me or texted me and said, "Hey, Oliver, I did this." No, I would have been shocked.
He said, "I'm gonna just let the streets tell him because I know the
me, including giving me my start. When I met him in college, which we're gonna get to this day, he asked me, "What did you want?" I said, "Funky, I just want to know. Like, I don't know shit about the entertainment business. I don't know nothing about social media. I don't know nothing about being an influencer. I know nothing. Can you show me and teach me?" And he did just that. And out of all of the relationships I've made since I've been in the entertainment business, I feel like the one I had with him is the most sincere because it was never rooted in utility. For years, he would tell people I was his personal assistant. I'm telling y'all here right now, I never did nothing. I never did anything. I never worked. I never created. I may have done something here and there, but it was really going with him to the events, going with him to the bar, going with him to this, going.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I totally get how you could have a lapse and you caught up in this camera shit, and so I don't charge it to his heart. I know that man loves me. I know that for sure. Can't nobody tell me that because he's proved it time and time again that he cares about me. Do I agree with everything that he do? Fuck no. Have me and him got into it behind the scenes, bitch? Yes, we have. But again, out of all the people that I have encountered, him being the first person really that I've met since I came in here, our relationship has never changed. He's never mistreated me. He's only honestly tried to help me out, and I just think this is a moment of him getting caught up in the moment.
In the bullshit. Yeah.
Just caught up in the bullshit. Now the bullshit still got some side effects, and I still have made decisions, but I don't think I'm not charging it to his heart. I'm not. I just won't do that. I'm gonna give that grace.
Here's the thing. I can't get mad at Oliver for wanting to give Funky grace because that's the person that gave him his start and all that Who Shot John. Like, I can't really be mad at that situation, but I'm sorry, but I cannot be so forgiving to a person that I trusted and I told them something in confidence, and then he decided because he mad right now, he gonna go on social media and weaponize me as, weaponize what I told him when we were just having a little kiki session amongst us two and all this other shit and all that. But at the end of the day, Funky was wrong for throwing Oliver under the bus. That's just the truth of the matter. He was wrong for throwing him under the bus. But I feel like Oliver, had you not been messy as hell and ran to tell Funky about this shit, we wouldn't be here. That's just the truth. But let's continue though. Like I said, I'm gonna be fast forwarding through this shit because Oliver is talking a whole lot.
Yeah, and I'll say this too.
Girl, I want to hear from you.
For your throat. I
want to hear from you.
People,
I want to hear from you.
So definitely, it's not a question of, do he love you or not or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going off top, whatever. But
yeah, I
don't think it was done. I don't think it was done maliciously. I think when we get into it, we be like, yeah, fuck that bitch. That's why such and such said you. Blah blah blah.
I don't want to hear from you.
By this is because this could, and I'm just gonna speak openly. I'm speaking openly and honest. So whatever happens after this, just fuck it. At least I feel better that I told the truth. I ain't holding nothing back. The reason I was even in the vicinity of Michelle is because I was there doing something with Nene Leaks, right? Which he said he saw you at the Nene Leaks thing and whatever. Now, I haven't, and the world does not know in what way, in the capacity, and why I was there.
So this was not recent. He's referencing.
No, this is recent. This happened at the top. I saw Michelle at Nene's thing at the top of this month in March.
Okay.
This is recent.
Okay.
He knows why I was there. The world doesn't know, but he knows because I was so excited to tell him about my little star-studded ATL day I had between meeting Carlos for the first time, having that moment. I saw Milan Christopher, which I know Milan, and Milan knows me. I had that opportunity that I hope the world still gets to see even after all this shit. you know, with Nene and all that other stuff. I was really excited about that day. And so even Michelle coming up was really me just telling my parent about how my day went. You know, I'm talking about the food, you know, I'm just describing the day. And so going back to why it hurt me because, like, one, Michelle is friends with Nene. You coming out saying it's about her could potentially fuck up what I got going on or what I'm trying to have going on, which is very plausible and possible. A bitch would be like, oh, he said this on this. And again, I was there working. Fuck all this shit that y'all see. Y'all may see me on TV, on the internet, stuff like that. I take it very serious when I get hired to do something or I'm on the set. Because that is my job. Oliver Twix is my job. And when I go on set, I go there, I sit down, I speak to the crew, I speak to everybody, I wait my turn, I do my job, and I bounce. I'm not there trying to create no scene. I'm there to work, respect the place and what's going on, and take my black ass home. And so for me, I didn't appreciate that Oliver was somewhere professionally working and he was being messy. I didn't like that. No, I'm not just starting out, but no, I'm not on the level of a Funky. I still have work to do, which I'm always willing to work. I don't mind working. I think people know that about me. One thing that bitch will do is work. He don't mind working. And so this right here could potentially, which I did a temperature check. It seemed like it may be okay. I hope the world still gets to see it, but it's like this could potentially fuck up something that I was really excited about. I was really excited about being there and doing what I did.
Hold on, let me stop right quick. No, 1K because Funky Dineva's name is in the title. Let's be motherfucking clear. I've had 1K lives without his name being in the title. You must not know who I am, okay? I'm not on here trying to be, you know, all this, but I have had 1K in my live without him being in my title. So let's not bring your ass up in here and start no shit, okay? Moving on.
And you know, like the world seeing me in this type of light, seeing me do this type of thing. You coming out saying I said this bitch stank could potentially fuck up my shit. What Angelique got going on? What Angelique doing? Angie, we're gonna wait for her to come back. We're gonna keep going. So that was one. That's why my feelings was like, I was like, ugh, I don't really need this because my thing ain't, the world don't know. And my thing could potentially not come out. And that day was a day for me and my team and my friends that was there. It was a day. And we thank the Lord that it ended on an amazing note that hopefully y'all can still see. Hopefully, I pray that this don't fuck it up, right? And it's not about kissing ass. It's just about being grateful for your opportunities when the Lord give them to you. You know what I'm saying? And other people may feel like working with Nene ain't shit. Other people may feel like doing her podcast or whatever the fuck she got going on ain't shit. But to me, it was everything. To me, to sit next to somebody who has inspired me, who has entertained me, who has really loved on me. Me and Nene, we ain't close. I don't want to try to perpetuate that idea, but we've had private times. We've had private conversations. I've been around her multiple times. She's talked to me. She has really always been so sweet to me. And so I don't want it to seem like she allowed me to be in her space and then I came out being messy. Especially if it plays what she said to me at the end, which was, Oliver, I really like you and I respect you and you dope. I don't fuck with them other people, but I like you and I fuck with you. And now it's like, now my shit in some mess regarding her friend that she cool with. That, you know what I'm saying? All because my friend decided to get on the internet and blast this bitch and said I said it. Where Angie at? We're gonna keep on going. So that was that. Y'all, I never said that lady stank. That is not what I said. Because she wasn't stank. She was not stank. She wasn't stank. I never said she was stank. And see, this is the part that makes me really honestly embarrassed that I even got to get on here and say what I did say, because once again, I feel like a bully and I don't like feeling like
Oliver,
that.
just say it.
I feel like a huge bully right now, which is why I keep saying, Michelle, I'm sorry, because this ain't my style. It's just, I feel like a bully, but we here, we being honest. I'm sorry. It's never going to happen again. Here we go. First of all, Oliver, why was you even talking to Michelle? Let's start there. So the truth was, Michelle didn't come up to me. I went up to Michelle and I spoke, right? Because we was on the same set. I didn't know what potentially was going to happen, if we was going to be on the same panel, if they was going to have us sit next to each other. Hey, girl, how you doing? Because me and Michelle have spoken before, right? Behind the scenes. Oliver, you and Michelle spoke before behind the scenes? Yes, we have. I'm going to tell you about it. Let's backtrack a little bit. So back in 2019, when I went with Funky to the Essence Fest, y'all remember during that time, Michelle was in it with Madison real heavy on the internet. I don't know if this was before or after they went to court. I don't know, but Madison and Michelle was into it real heavy. Funky and Michelle had already had their bout in the media, right? Y'all remember Michelle got on the internet and said she saw Funky and he was in the corner coming out looking like he was doing drugs and was sweating. And she said she saw me and I ran to go tell, and I was passing out flyers and all the other shit. All the other shit was incorrect. It was absolutely wrong. It was crazy. It was wrong. It was wrong. Nothing she told y'all in that video is what happened in real life. Now, in her eyes, that may have what had happened, but that wasn't what was going on. Bitch, first of all, I ain't passing out no motherfucking flyers. I make them. I don't pass them out. And I ain't trying to shit on the people that do. Get your money, live your dreams, be happy. Miss Oliver ain't passing out no motherfucking flyers. When I was SGA president, I ain't passing out no flyers, okay? I made them. I got them, print them out. I'll cut them. But I wasn't passing out no flyers that day. I was passing Quad her phone because that was around the time she was divorcing Dr. G, and the show was going to come out, and I had her phone because we was and my name comes up in it where she dragging me and roasting me, and then Josh talking about he'll slap me in my mouth and all this other stuff. And I'm like, how did I get in it? And a lot of people used to do this a lot, which is another reason why I won't say I hate the way it just had to happen. I'm really happy I'm detached from a lot of people on the YouTube streets and the media, because people will be mad at Madison, mad at Funky, and then get mad at me just because I'm around them or I'm working with them. When Oliver don't give a fuck. What a bitch eat don't make me shit, and what you suck will never make me bust. In high school, we would go to last year when I went to that YouTube, that city or on the platform was Binge-Worthy. Y'all know Binge-Worthy on YouTube, and House of Aaron. I know them very well. Well, not very well, but I've hung out with them. I've spoken to them. They real cool, sweet guys, always nice and sweet to me. I've done some work with Binge-Worthy. When I was on Chasing Reality, I had him do some shit. And I like Aaron. Aaron is a kid. And I've hung out with them a couple times.
Man,
and so I'm in a
Aaron,
room full of people I do not know. Innately, you're going to go to the people that you do know. But Michelle Brown was over there. So I said, you know what? This is the perfect time for me to approach her. Because, see, I'm that girl. I can't really do the back and forth on the internet like how they do and argue. I just can't do it. I would rather, unless it's on the TV. So I was like, this is the perfect time for me to approach Michelle. Scoot over a little bit, Andrew, just in case we got to clip this. Get in the center, yeah. No, the other side. Yeah, there you go. And so I rolled up on Michelle. I said, Michelle, why you always got my name in your mouth when you talk about them people? I ain't never said nothing about you. And she got the you know. And I'm not gonna lie, in the moment, I saw Michelle for what it was. You know, all this online shit she be doing, that's just what she do on the internet. When I was talking to her in person, she was actually very nice. And she was please. Like why? It's not nice and it's not kind.
Can you give me the cliff notes?
Come on.
We're gonna be at the same events potentially. And I said that the first time I saw her in person, I was gonna walk up to her and we was gonna talk. Like, She said, yeah, cool. Fast forward to the Nene thing. I see her there. Now, granted, I thought potentially I was going to be there to be filming for, which I was originally supposed to be filming for the podcast that her and Sierra has. If you watch the podcast, they have two people that sit next to each other. So I thought in my brain, potentially, it's going to be Michelle and I sitting next to each other for this podcast. Let me go up to her now and say hello.
Baby, come on.
I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I
I
didn't see nothing wrong with that. Hello.
You should never want to turn and say hello, baby.
The moment to have, I wanted the moment to be the moment. Michelle, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. What I did say was verbatim, I understand what people say when they talk about her. Eddie, what you mean by that? We all know for years on the YouTube streets, people done said Michelle stank, right? That's what they said. They said she got a foul odor. So in me talking to Funky, I said, you know what I'm saying? You know, I saw Michelle, ooh, child, I finally see, you know, gossiping, Lord, I'm sorry. Ooh, child, I finally see what people be saying about her. This shit not funny, man. And this is torturing me. And this is really part of my punishment. I feel so bad.
Come on.
Like, I feel bad, Angelique. Like, oh my God, I feel so bad. This is torture right now. What I did say was, I see what people be talking about. And I followed it up by saying, I said she wasn't stank, but it smelled like flesh. You know, it smelled like flesh was being shedded. You know, it just smelled like, that's what it's like. It had like an undertone of
flesh being shedded.
Like, it was just flesh. It was fleshy.
So, oh my God. You've been around the old folks too long. It don't stink, but it smells like flesh. What? What the fuck? What the fuck, baby?
They don't make that. That's not any better. That's not any better.
You know what I could describe it to? Y'all know when y'all was little kids?
No.
Little titty fur.
No.
Like, I know I've been here for a couple.
No.
To be doing this, and this is why it's not honestly funny. That's why I feel bad, you know. And I got to take the consequence, whatever come with it. The reason why the shit not funny is because what I smelled, it wasn't stank like she was stank, like she was stank, because she actually had a very nice perfume on and she smelled nice. She looked nice. She was real, you know, she was cool. It gave like it's a condition, or it's something going on, or maybe that time of month, or it's a, you know, it's a, and I don't know women terms. That's another reason why I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this conversation, because I never want no woman, especially a black woman, think I'm around here talking about her pussy or her vagina or medical issues that a man like me would never know nothing about, never experience.
That's what you feel
it's not funny.
saying.
For me, that's me.
That's not making you sound any
But
better.
what I experienced from it, I was like, oh, this is something else. It's not like, oh, she just stank and she just around here just rank-a-dank. Like, this is, you know. So later, when I'm talking to Funky, that's exactly what I was like, ooh, I see what people be saying. Like, you know, I get it, because it was a fleshy smell. It was a fleshy smell. That's what I said. And I moved on to talking about the whole rest of the day that happened, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, listen, if you tell Funky, Oliver probably know. You know what I'm saying? He probably know. I ain't gonna say nothing because I want to stay in the know. And then I also don't want to put him in a position to have to defend himself off of something that he confided in telling me.
Yeah.
Because I love and care about him, and I don't want him to be answering for.
To be honest, y'all, I don't even think I need to play this any longer, because I'm already on a time crunch. Because it's 7:52. Housewives is about to come on. I ain't got time. I think we may as well stop while we're ahead, because what he just said is all we needed to know. I don't need to let this play any longer. Okay, for real. That's it. Because I think this is why I decided to allow this to be the last part of the damn video, because I knew it was gonna be a little bit long-winded. Because if you know Oliver, you know that he's a little bit long-winded. But Oliver, I'm just gonna tell you like this, homeboy. You did not make yourself sound good at all. Like, You look at Keefe. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't sound good at all. You didn't make yourself sound good, and all you did was make yourself look like a messy ass nigga. Like, you was running over there to go talk to Funky Dineva because you knew Funky Dineva don't fuck with the girl. You already knew that, and you ran your mouth and you told him what you thought about the smell or whatever else. And at the end of the day, no matter how you try to clean it up, it's still a little bad. And you were better off not even saying nothing, to be honest. You were better off with not even addressing this shit at all, because at the end of the day, it didn't make you look any better than what you looked already. He already chose to drag you into it already. That's number one. He already chose to drag you into the situation. And not only did he drag you into it, but now you got issues with other motherfuckers at this particular point now. Like, apparently Bingeworthy came in and checked you in the chat. Now I gotta go back to your video now. And I'm not finna play this video again. What I'm about to do is go to your chat and see what the hell Bingeworthy said to you in that chat. And I'm trying to find it real quick. That's the last thing we're gonna talk about before we get the fuck up out of here. But I'm just gonna tell you right now, Oliver, you ain't do yourself no favors, homeboy. You ain't do yourself no favors at all. And all you did was look like you got caught up in the rapture, and not in a good way. And you chose to sit up here and talk shit. Like, you got busted and now you want to apologize. You know what I mean? So let me find Bingeworthy's comment in the... Y'all said it was in the chat, right? Because I do know when Michelle Brown brought it up, Bingeworthy said, now, if Oliver said that he fake, now I do remember him saying that in Michelle Brown chat. And you know, I don't normally go over there and watch Michelle Brown that much. And I had to go over there and watch her for the mess. I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick. I'm trying to find it fast because we ain't got that much time. I got 5 more minutes for RHOA comes on. Wait a minute. Is that it? I think I see it. Okay. The comment was like, this is extremely disappointing. Since you were at the YouTube event, you went out of your way to say you come in peace and then do what we found out you do behind the scenes, which is talking trash about Michelle. Okay, so I see people in the comments telling Bingeworthy. There's some people that's saying that they you know, they're holding up for Bingeworthy because he's a good friend to Michelle. I see that part. I see some people are saying that he kissing Michelle ass. Someone says, Bingeworthy also said, I do, but with this, he could have just never had a interaction with Michelle at all. You literally said you don't do this, though. And to be honest, I can't lie. Bingeworthy got a point. But, you know, some people don't like Bingeworthy ass either, and that's why they in here trying to go at him. You know what I'm saying? So people trying to go in on him, but I'm not mad at Bingeworthy now. Let me tell you something about Bingeworthy now. I'm cool with Bingeworthy. Like, we ain't best friends or nothing like that, but we cool. You know, we're friendly because we share House of Aaron as a friend. And I've hung out with Bingeworthy multiple times. And he's a really cool person, but I do know that he's really cool with Michelle Brown. He also says in the chat, I understand how you were betrayed here, so I am willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. I just always told her how cool you were and how you could be his friend and not contribute to that mess. Okay, so he's going into the angle where he was trying to let Michelle Brown know that, oh, Oliver is cool. You know, he a cool ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't the type of person that'll, you know, talk trash about you just because he cool with Funky Dineva. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of understand where Bingeworthy is coming from when it said that when he's saying that he's disappointed. He's disappointed because he vouched for Oliver. That's why he's disappointed. He's disappointed because he vouched for Oliver. You know, he's friends with Michelle. He tried to, you know, kind of hold up for Oliver in a way like, oh, he's a cool person. He don't really get down like that. But it all come back to him like it all boils down to he do get down like that because he say he come in peace, but soon as he get away from Michelle, he talking shit about her. Now, a lot of people say, oh, Michelle Brown is this, Michelle Brown is that. Like, we all know what Michelle Brown give. You know, if you ever watch any of her videos, yeah, we all know what Michelle Brown give. We know what she give, honey. So I'm not saying that she innocent, but nobody's innocent in anything. It ain't even about being innocent. It's just about the situation at hand. You know what I mean? I don't know if she stank or not. I ain't never met that lady before. And even if I did meet that lady and said she stank, I mean, and smelt her, I'm not finna get on YouTube and say, girl, y'all don't understand. I met Michelle Brown, her ass stank. That ain't what I do. I ain't doing none of that bullshit. Like, I'm not doing it. But I get that a lot of people don't like Michelle. And you know what I'm saying? It does look now, Oliver, like I said, I like Oliver. You know, I fuck with Oliver. We ain't friends, but I fuck with him. But at the same point in time, it make you look fake and phony as fuck. You can't sit up here and say that you come in peace, but then in the same breath, I come in peace, but not finna go to my homeboy who don't like you and tell him that you got a condition and you stank. That's not the way to be, Oliver. That ain't right. You know what I mean? So that's it. And Funky blew you out the water and threw your ass up under that bus. And that's why you won't hear apologizing. And that's why you feel some type of way. Which you got every right to feel some type of way because he had no business throwing your ass under the bus. But that's just the truth of the matter. But y'all, that's all I got on this. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. This video is definitely we got over 100K. I mean, not 100K. We got over 1K in this live. You know, shout out to the bitch ass nigga that was in my live trying to say that the only reason why I got it is because I had Funky Dineva in the title, as if I never got a 1K video before without him being in my title. But you got to be subscribed in order for you to come in. So he had to be subscribed in order to say this bullshit. But y'all, I'm finna go on and get up out of here, y'all, because Housewives is on now, honey. So with that being said, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. I will see you guys at 9:05 for my Real Housewives of Atlanta review. I will see you guys then. Make sure you guys set your reminders. I'm out here, y'all. Bye.